And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
You're great. That's just a legend, but I need you to need to release me. Like, what do I need to say to you to get released right in this moment? I'm not kidding you. I'm being serious. Even though I'm smiling, I'm just thinking about the joy of me having an opportunity to actually start releasing.
Now as they come up on first and 10.
It was like, just kind of, it was an awkward conversation because then after that scene, I'm kind of like, dude, you know, I'm not happy about my situation. Like, you got to agree with me. This is why it's how you want. Let me go try to defeat
14 yards, good for a Packer
to go back to the experience, I mean,
well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
Was so much better
they're showing here early because they did it both ways,
so
right?
that was
Threw
one
the
of
ball
the
on first down
craziest
for a
things.
nice
Like,
chunk of yards. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this
he's
moving.
so much better than what he looked like in practice. And so, I remember vividly times when, like, no shot ready, he threw a pass, and no shot was like way off, or just hit the ground and skipped over something. But he literally picked the football up and, like, punted it. And I think it went, like, into the road, because there's, like, back in the old facility, there's, like, a road that's somewhere nearby, like, where the independence is in this wall. And I was like, wow, this is football. But the weekend for him, he would play better than we practiced. And our defensive play lights out, and we run the crap out of the football, he'd be a part of that. So that's the thing, is he was a great competitor. Like, I think if anything that you're talking it doesn't have to go how the play is drawn up. In fact, like, whatever's drawn up on paper is kind of irrelevant. It's just how you go out there and, like, whether or not you make a play. That's not something that I could do. Like, I wasn't that type of player. I needed to be in a system and be able to, like, operate and have control over certain things and changing things. But, yeah, so I never played there. I didn't become a free agent, got signed back, in case backup, and that's probably one of the biggest things I regret. Just the experience warning from him. Somehow cares on that. Who knows, like, playing there another year or two, if it would have extended my career, even just as a backup. But I'm the type of person, like, the Masters are going on right now, right? If someone invited me to Augusta to go watch the Masters, I would politely say no thank you. I'd rather be on a crappy golf course playing golf than going and watching someone else throw. I'm just that type of person. And I got to a point like that in my career was like that, where I was like, I'd rather go take a chance where I feel like I have a better chance of playing, even if it's not a great situation, just so I can play. Because I can at least feel better about the fact that I'm out there playing, not sitting and watching. You know what I'm saying?
And Davis continues to bring us out to the 25-yard line.
If I were to share a moment with you, and sometimes I get sick of, like, all I do is talk to guys that are way better at things that I talk about. You know, to really break down what my role is, I've spent my life talking to guys that are awesome at the thing that I'm obsessed with, and I'm just not good at. And for you, as a young guy, too, and it's really hard. Your first round pick, you have these incredible records at Notre Dame. You were an awesome quarterback there. You're not in the mindset of like, oh, you know what, if I just stick around and know I'm not going to play for multiple years, that will actually set me up better in the future. And certainly as a competitor, that makes all the sense in the world, Brady's what we're telling you. So for you to go to Kansas City and then beat somebody out and be like, all right, I'm going to get some starts, like, you're still seeing it, as all of you should have. You still should have been seeing it. So I got screwed over in Cleveland. I go to Denver, and then this Tebow phenomenon happens. Like, I'm still capable of starting and playing this league in a long time. And anybody, I think a lot of you guys are all wired the same. It would have been the exact same thing. I'm not going to sit here and concede that I'm already a backup and not even 30 years old. I'm not doing that.
Right. And, you know, so then I have an opportunity to go to Kansas City. Head coach I was familiar with at the time, Romeo Crennel, Brian Dable system. I get there, and obviously Matt Cass is our starter. And, you know, but I kind of knew the situation. I knew, hey, look, there might be a chance where I could get a shot at some point here. The problem is it wasn't until like week 7 we'd only won one game at that point in time, which obviously isn't a great scenario to jump into. But, you know, for me, it was like, all right, we still got a chance to play. And that was really what it was more about at that point in time. And now the season did go well. We had an awful season. We had stuff that happened on the field. I had a couple of concussions. I had one preseason and then one once I did get the chance to get knocked out for the next few weeks. So it was just a battle of like trying to just finish and not be on IR like I was in 08, 09 in Cleveland. And so then after that year, I had the opportunity to go to Seattle. And that was honestly one of the best things for my life about football, because as much as I hated Pete Carroll from our time at USC, you know, the way I won that kind of quarterback battle, you know, that was one where there's multiple guys going for it. Leiter was one, and I'm choosing me for that. And it kind of just opened my eyes to my love for football again, given how tough everything that 2012 was with football, with really the Belgian situation, everything else that came from that. He made football fun again. He really did. And I had a ton of respect for the environment he created, the culture he had there. All those guys, Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman and Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner, like the guys we can see now, they really had a great team. And I got to have it like the playoffs. I was like, holy crap. I've never played on a Super Bowl team. We've been in the playoffs one time ago. I was like, this team feels like that. And we went on to win that year. Now, I wasn't a part of it. They released me last cuts. I got picked up right away by the Jets. It's kind of like a stopgap. That was the Sanchez hurt shoulder. They drafted Geno Smith.
So from Rams territory now, it's
wow, this between Izek and Rex Ryan, like, you can feel that this guy. They were just on two different pages. I was like for half the year trying to prepare Geno with that left foot, and I kind of knew that was my role. And so at the halfway point, they told me I was going to release. I was like, all right, I get released. I'm just so I have Sam Bradford, Jersey ACL. I get a call right away, and I'm next thing I'm in St. Louis, and I'm getting ready to try to potentially go be the guy there. Columbus State scored first game. I think he loses that first start. So the next week, I'm getting reps of practice that Wednesday. Feeling great, feeling good. Going to the weight room. I take this down just shy of 25-yard line. And I already took this one back. I'm just like, how much was on?
Well, any lane that might have been open that was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack.
Honestly, like, what I regret was probably moving too fast because it felt so right, it felt so good.
And stacked him up.
And I remember, like, trying to go to the chiropractor that night, waking up the next day, I had no feeling in my right leg. It, like, wouldn't come back, and so I panicked, and I called their medical staff. They were great, and they just, rushed me to get an MRI. And they were like, all right, let's try to snap your girls. I went through about a month of trying to get it to go away, and, like, I couldn't get any movement back, and dropped with all these issues. And eventually got surgery, and then that was kind of it. Like, I signed with the Dolphins at training camp that following 2014, but it was a camp situation. And I realized, too, being there, I was like, I'll never feel the same. Moving around, running, pushing off my back leg, and all that. And that's when kind of broadcasting came into my life. I was like, all right, maybe I should start giving this a serious look.
How tough was that veteran combine?
Here's the seventh play of this drive.
Still trying
this is 3rd and 4.
I think the tough part about it was the night before. Because when you're out there, like, throwing and working out stuff, you're having fun. You're, like, catching up with guys that you kind of know or have been around. It was the night before where we're like, we got to talk. And obviously there's, like, sponsors for this stuff. And I just can't remember, like, where they were from. I don't think it was, like, from, like, Fidelity or something. It was, like, one of these sponsors. And I was like, I think I'm going to leave. I was like, I don't think I'm going to do this. Because it was just so, like, it was more like the talk that you should be giving. Like, for example, you talked about the college programs where, like, you asked the strength coach, how many guys do you want in the NFL? And they were like, oh, probably all of them, right? But, like, actually, only 3 when the Mark True says 100 guys. It was very similar to that. It was like being there for, like, an experiment. And so I knew a bunch of people at the NFL, and I knew a bunch of stuff, people already there. And I'm like, why am I here? Because, like, they know who I am. They know what I'm capable of. They need me to give me a role. Like, this is going to help me in any way. It was more for, like, helping me out, if anything, like having a name or somebody who's a name me. And I just remember the night before, like, the talk this high game. And it was just dire circumstance stuff. And I was just like, I feel bad for some of these guys. Because, like, I played, I got like this point, I hadn't played for 7 years. Like, some of these guys haven't got any playing time.
I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
I'm like, well, this whole thing's like set up to give these kids a chance, and it's just like, I don't know, it was one of the craziest things ever. I got like drug tests, I was thinking to myself, I don't know, talk, like, so I get to talk to and he was like, yeah, I've got root for you guys, you're older guys, because you guys are the ones that kept me trying to take and all this stuff. I just don't know, I was like, you guys are older than me. Like, I'm 2 days now, because crazy age, you know, performance enhancers because of my age, like, no one else has to worry about that because they're all young. Maybe that's the other reason I shouldn't be here right now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh my God, dude.
Man. It was so much fun to watch it in Indy, and it's been a lot of fun to watch it as well. It starts at 10 Eastern on Fox. They go for 2 hours. We've had Leinart on, and we know all those guys, and it's really my favorite college football pregame show. It's terrific, man. So thanks so much for your time, man.
All right, brother. Thank you.
He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws.
Today's episode is brought to you by Express. Express is all new and all about you and impressions.
He's got to understand.
Casual,
Put it
personal, and
behind you.
super
Keep
comfortable
pressing
styles. Just the
forward.
other day, I was walking around the grocery store. Didn't buy low standards. No one can see how I look because of the mask, but I had an incredible cardigan, and it was from Express. And I felt like I could have been headless, and the cardigan looked so good that it was getting some attention. So when the holidays quickly approaching, be on the lookout for great holiday deals and discounts and options to buy online or pick up in store. The new Express is focused on comfort, quality, and versatile styles, offering a variety of styles for all-day comfort. Express pieces also work with the other clothes in your wardrobe for any occasion, whether that be at home or an outing. Check out cozy holiday style for staying in, stepping out, or anything in between. Shop Express in stores and online now.
You want details? I drive for a 355 Cabriolet. I have a ridiculous house in the South. I have every toy you can possibly imagine. Well, kids, I am liquid. So, now you know what's possible. Let me tell you what's required.
Life advice, let's have some fun with it here on Friday. Get ready for the weekend. Although, I gotta admit, I think everybody enjoys the segment, but if you're stick to it right in the segment. I don't think maybe right now that makes sense. How are your weekends right now, Kyle? How are things?
A lot of the same. None new video games just came out, so it's going to be today's episode of The Mismatch. Chris Brown and I.
And that will line up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10. Snap comes at 1. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Peterson. And he stopped immediately there.
38, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They're going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a Duseg on the scoreboard.
You've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, give them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
It started fun and got grueling.
Okay. How long did it take to get grueling? Because I kind of think that you can do 3 weeks of anything, and then after that,
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Right. Four, not terrible.
Yeah,
But there were
things
things
are pretty
that
stacked
I liked
up
about it. I mean, I
a
liked seeing the
lot of
country. I'd
bodies,
never
not much
seen the country
space.
before.
I think ultimately
I liked,
he was fortunate to get anything out of that
having
run.
some freedom. I liked hanging out with Ben.
features, no more books.
No. Anything non-turtle related, I really like.
Here's
Were you
second and
driving,
9, just a
or was
yard
Ben
on that
driving?
last run.
Because there's a story that I read about you driving off of into the woods off of a cliff or something.
Separate story. Separate road trip where I totaled the car.
And you
all the condiments.
Operating to the gun. Rodgers. It's complete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I may have driven
That
off
certainly
the
has to feel
highway
good. It's not all the
at
time that the play
75 miles
caller
an hour
should get all the
with a
credit.
full-size
Sometimes I
van
think in the
on
huddle, the
cruise
quarterback
control
just says,
and
who's going to make a
crashed
play
into a
for me?
concrete
I just need
embankment
something
with
right
several
here.
members of the
And the end
stadium.
result there, nice first down. Drive keeps
I
moving.
mean, you were asleep, so you wouldn't know.
That's exactly it. It's hard to put the blame on.
It's true. Who breaks cruise control? This friggin' maniac.
I didn't. I can tell you that. I didn't.
It's just a tool. Like a gun is, right?
Rodgers now on first down.
Okay, so what happens? How do you quit? Did you
Get him
invent
down
quit at the same
after a
time?
pickup of 8,
What are the
second and
details?
2. A good pickup
I
there,
quit
8 yards on the first down completion.
I was just burnt out.
34-yard
And
line.
I
No, you got the horrible part of the deal.
Yeah,
Ben is skulking around corners. Meanwhile, you're in this hot ass suit.
Ben did put on the suit, but I wore it much more than he did because again, he was much better at that part than I was.
Sure.
So
But
it
at
was,
some point, if I'm you, don't I say, I don't care who's better. This job doesn't matter. You get in the suit.
yeah, we would trade off. We absolutely would trade off. He wasn't a dick about
Facing
it.
a
He wasn't
second and
that
2
kind of
after that last catch
That's
gets
just
for
like
8
Lance
yards.
I'm saying that you seem more like you were concerned about the artistic integrity of it and saying, no, I should be in the suit. You're better.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be
I am a
coming back.
conduit for the art. The art flows through me.
Right.
And so I have to honor that muse in whatever way the muse wants to be honored. The muse wanted me in the suit.
Of course.
Earlier when you said free pizza, I was like, this guy's he's listening to the Muse.
And we're not saying that
They'll come up now on a second and long after the
If
hold.
Jesus were to improv, he probably would improv about free pizza.
I have to agree. So this whole time, you hated the Turtles by the end of this.
From
Like,
the
you're
gun,
Yeah, I
Rodgers.
never liked the turtles.
You never liked it.
He's got his man on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first
I
down.
wonder if you were at the one that was actually filmed that we're going to watch.
yes, because it was the first night of the show at Radio
It's
City.
possible I was there. That is entirely
Wow, man, if only a camera. We got to watch to make sure that
This offense finding its legs now.
You
Here's
know,
another first
it
and
would
10.
be. Do you think there's audio of you somewhere on like doing the weather somewhere?
Yeah, anyone
Rodgers
ever
gonna push
taped
with
it?
Dillon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They're very
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back,
And how did
you spend time with
this
your
affect
offensive
the
line and give them
States?
credit.
Were they
Hard to
performing
move those 300
without you, and when you came back, did you feel like you had to catch up?
And they did for a
We
significant
created a
chunk of
giant
yardage.
rift in the
The
state.
first down run got fired. Here's second and
Very,
5.
very painful.
It was controversial.
Oh, incredibly. Because we said, we're going to go take the semester off and go be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they said, how dare you?
Only 3 yards on the
We
catch. It's
are
third
a
down.
college sketch
They go over
comedy
wide receiver
club.
screen is get enough
And we
blockers in
have
front to clear the wall
performances
and let him
coming
pick
up in
his spot to
several
run the
months.
football.
How
How about the
the
defense
hell
there swarming to
are we
it
gonna
and not allowing
continue?
that to happen?
You
Did not
You
let
told
him
him
get
to be the
downfield.
crazy doctor in my scene.
Keep the
And
drive going here. This is play number
Your
7
head
on
out.
3rd and 2. There's Rodgers.
I don't remember what the kind. I mean, it was scary.
And the defense
Can't quite get there. Tackled down at the on third down. That sets up
Well,
the
what's
first and goal.
funny is knowing what you became.
That's a play that will
It
likely
sounds
be
like a
forgotten when you
reasonable
talk
argument.
about big
But
moments in this
sure,
game.
the college
But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
To be
we'll
like,
call
yeah, I
this play
showed him 6
significant.
months, and I missed you leaving for a year. It's like,
Well, yeah. I mean, we took it incredibly seriously, as you can tell from the story. Like, we took it super seriously. Like, we didn't do that in the shows. We rehearsed it. We rehearsed it every single day. We were working on something.
So, wait, this is just me as a
His fourth touchdown on the year.
Did you ever feel like, we would be getting better if we were to do more shows, or was it you wanted them to be as good as possible? So you know, I mean, some of the aloofness of performing a lot and having it not be perfect would lead to more stuff.
Sure, you'd think so.
So only even at 7
I think
down,
it was
they take it away.
logistical more than anything else. It was that
Couldn't get the space.
you couldn't get the space. There's only so many weeks in a college semester. It's like to gear up to do a show involves a fair amount of work, because it wasn't just like an improv show. You show up and do stuff. Like there were costumes, and we'd have to write things, and it wasn't.
Set to
It
begin
wasn't
their
as
next drive, the
easy
Rams
as maybe the
offense
term
at the
college
line, and hoping to do better than they did their last
the
possession when they punted the
That's
football.
right.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control
if
your
you're in
fate,
college, you're gonna have that
leverage
college
guys, win
energy.
the line of
We
scrimmage.
have
If you do
homework,
that,
we've got to do
you
it
start
every
winning
day,
first down.
you
You
know,
win second down. And guess what?
So
You
you
start
come back with your
accumulating
tail
first
between your
downs.
legs, or
And
was
that's what
that
they
not your
need in order
energy?
to
Did you
not
come
punt the
back
ball
like I'm
again.
hunched in,
It's
I'm
going to
back?
wind up
Well,
a
yeah,
loss of
you
a
know,
full
Shell,
3 yards on first down.
Okay, sorry.
No, I didn't come back with my tail between my legs. I mean, it was like I had done 4 months on the road. I felt like a seasoned performer
3-yard
and all
loss
of
to
that,
start the
going out and
drive. They'll
seeing
look
the
to make
world.
that up and then
And
some on second and
the guy
13.
who created the show, Bob Dejan, he had this little apartment on 46th Street that he wasn't using.
They'll run here
And so
with
I
Akers.
got to live there, which was
Just a yard
incredibly
there, so it brings up
inexpensive
a tough
for how
3rd and
long
12.
I was there for
Brought down at the 23-yard
maybe a
line.
year.
A gain of 1.
It's the biggest come up on the
Third and 12.
That's better than the salary you got? That's better than the experience?
It was, yeah. But it was a terrible apartment, and it wasn't rent free. But it was like $400 a month. It was very, very inexpensive.
Defensively, a
And,
guy look
and
here,
at the end
16
of that,
Bs
I
on 3rd and 12.
literally
No
traded my
surprise at all.
apartment for Joe's girlfriend's apartment. She was moving. She had this nicer apartment on 2nd Avenue. Joe took my apartment.
Where was Joe?
Dude, you know.
He was, I don't
He's
know.
got the first down yards before being
No,
taken
this
down
is
at midfield.
after, I don't know, like after junior year or something, like guys got their own places or something.
Wow. So you traded that to Joe, so that Joe lived in it for a while.
Joe
So
lived in it for
the
years.
Turtles just keep paying off dividends.
You might not look at the Turtles, but they might be responsible for the state in general.
They're not. They're absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
Anderson now on first and 10.
Sean didn't hire me and Ben to write the screenplay with him and a guy named Jeff Gurian, who you may know. Jeff Gurian became famous because he was on Nick Kroll's show. He's an eccentric dentist with
All knotted up at 7.
Is he still with us? I don't know.
The musical tour. And I think we're going to try to incorporate some of your road stories, Michael, if you don't mind. We'll probably throw them in on our script, if that's okay.
Yeah, we're just. I hope you don't mind. Just
I'll go for
we
one
want to
personality. That's you, Charles Davis. To
Anytime you
another
have
one in
$10, you can do
Orlando,
whatever
the
you want.
Colts.
Okay,
They'll have stats and scores from around the
we may need to
NFL.
move
You and
a comma
Jonathan
here and
Kirshner
there.
both larger than life.
$50,000? I don't know.
You're
50,000.
stuck with me in this group.
Thing, that's a
He's miles away from
on each video.
and he works it
Yeah, it
past
was
the 30, almost to the 25.
watch.
10 more there, and another
I'm going to
first
say my
down.
first reaction is utter confusion, and also there was some pretty funny stuff in there. I like to say.
There was a couple of good things, but it started to get. Well, first of all, I think the whole thing just
Now it's
seems like
Goff off the
real
bootleg.
big switch to the
Rolling
kids.
to
I
his
know we talked about this on
right.
this one.
God.
Which, by the way, were you not asking me?
No, we weren't asked to be on it. We were in the Macy's Day
Gain of
Thanksgiving Day.
25
It
yards.
is tape of that. Yeah.
I'm sure there's tape, but we were not asked to be on Oprah. It was devastating.
Well, they needed all four of them for Oprah, so they couldn't just send the one man.
I wonder if this has got to be on YouTube. Macy's Day Parade 1990, probably. Is
Yeah,
that when it was?
something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle. All right.
All right,
It
man,
was
put that out there.
But But it seemed like a bait and switch to me for these kids who, and we talked about it during the Oprah episode about, they all come there wanting to see fighting. They're sitting there in their masks with their weapons, their nunchucks, their bow sticks, and they want to see the Turtles fight, and they're just singing for about 20 minutes, and then when finally Shredder comes in and just start to battle them, all they do is dodge them.
I'm going to say, they were putting a lot of effort into a lot of stuff, but then when the fighting came on, it was like they fell asleep. Yeah, it was really zoomed down to there was a lot of just like noises and ninjas rolling around. What was happening? There was no fighting in that skull.
Yeah, really no fighting at all. Well, it was really about the power of music.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah,
Music has more power than any weapons.
It really seems like they were very afraid of, and this is at a time, by the way, when the PMRC had just started, which was Tipper Gore's, she got really upset when she passed by her daughter's room, I think, and heard Purple Rain on the stereo and Darling Nikki talking about masturbating. And so, there were all these lawsuits. Ozzy Osbourne had the lawsuit. And so there were all these lawsuits against artists for
ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the
putting out
half.
messages
The fact that you're down on the scoreboard
children that were dangerous.
And so
it certainly does, but what Turtles where they had to cut an entire song, which was
running my
Donatello
football team out on the
masturbating.
field.
It wasn't a matter of
Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I'm going to push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half
When I
runs out.
watched it, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But when you plug in that deleted scene, it was a real weird edit point. Yeah, like he unzipped his fly, and then suddenly he's all the way across the stage with his pants pulled up.
But here's what I was thinking, Scott. Part of the reason that I don't think it could be as violent as like it's cutting to the audience, and I got to say, it's a ton of rowdy-ass little kids. So people like kicking and punching. I imagine some sort of child riot would break out in every video. I understand calming them down a little bit, but I guess so, but they were
taken down at the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their
and they were getting
timeouts.
very, very
As the clock will
frustrated.
stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So first and 10 now from the third.
But halfway through, suddenly the antagonist shows up and Shredder shows up. And that's when, weirdly enough, for most of the thing took a dive and became very important.
It became very important. Very funny thing did happen. But let me ask you this, Mike. When you were on tour, did the kids try to beat you up a lot? Did they always try to fight? Like, was that a thing that they were always...
That was the thing, yes. Yes, that was the thing.
And you just like, let them hit you. Dude, I can hear party. That's pretty good. You can do the voice. Maybe Van was just good at the controls.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. In the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
Were you ever cautioned like we were at Disneyland of how to engage with it? At Disneyland, they were very
So the
careful.
ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
You had things that you couldn't do or you were fired. Or were these guys just like, yeah, get out there and do whatever you want?
In the beginning, it was don't talk because we don't trust you. And, it was, there were some things, but really by like week 2, it was, just go.
Get there, tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to say what sort of the plot is, because it's pretty straightforward. The Ninja Turtles have given up fighting, and they're traveling the country, singing songs and spreading the power of music. But
They're singing songs about songs.
they're singing songs about songs.
Pizza and about pizza.
Sure, but most of the songs are about
A
them
chance
writing
now
songs.
to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
It's very metatextual.
Okay, but look, so they're traveling the world singing songs until Shredder makes an
He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
somehow using a device to
Devontae
music
Adams.
from
In the final seconds of the first half.
Yes.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'm gonna say the funniest song is the song where Shredder's talking about baby.
That sounded to me like a Bang Bang.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Bang Bang about how we're never going to sing again.
This will
We're
make it
singing this
into the end
beautiful
zone.
operatic thing, and they sing it. Shredder
guys starting to crash. Should I play a second inning score?
Please, I want to get this.
Yes.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
It's not on iTunes. You know, they have the album on iTunes if you want to listen along.
Wait, they're actually selling it still on iTunes?
I think so. What if you get it for free on Apple
Set to
Music?
begin their next
There were, I
drive. The
was
Rams
reading a review of
offense
this
at the
on, I
line.
think, Amazon
First
or
half
something, where you
showed
could
us
buy
some
the
pretty
tape,
good
and
offense.
they were saying,
Tie game. We'll see what the second half
they were
brings.
saying, yeah,
It's
sure,
gonna be
it's
interesting
cheesy,
because I think
and
both
it's aimed
sides
at
feel
children,
pretty
but it's
good about what
actually
their offenses
legitimately
are
good.
doing.
I'm like,
I
no.
wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down
And Michael,
the
you're a
other
person
side.
who, whoa, sorry about that. You're a person who trafficked to nostalgia with I love the 90s, and I love the 2000s.
You might expect.
Was there another
You like what your
I
game
have no
plan's
idea.
showing
I
you.
don't
And
even
they'll
know.
work from
I
the
mean, my
29
client
on
chose this
2nd and
might have been.
6.
But yes, so I'm going to find the stop here in a second. But you're right, Scott. A lot of it was.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Did you so I do
6
want to ask
yards to
you,
pick up,
the
and that's the
scientist
first
named
down.
Baxter Stockman. Did you know
I want to ask you about that. I wrote down, is the scientist a character? Because I don't think I've ever seen him before. So, Michael, you know I know nothing about the Turtles, and so this has been educational for me. But I now know who Shredder is. I kind of know the names of the Turtles, but I may have lost it in the time in between our last episode and this one. But this character I'd never seen before.
And they're going to stack it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
But then ended up being a little bit of a crank, but then they cut all of it.
Right.
But Baxter Stockman is a scientist.
On 2nd down,
Well,
here's
he
going.
turns into sort of a like fly.
Hands of Van Jefferson.
See the Batman? Movie that we saw?
He was in the Batman movie. I think he was also in the video game we played.
Okay, got it.
Pays off for 29
And he has
yards.
like these little
The
robot
goal for any
devices,
offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up
I
and
would
fill.
say.
They did it well there.
What he was asked to do, he's
Executed
just
crossing route.
super
laughing maniacally.
He was super annoying.
Meanwhile, Shredder.
Now go off on first down.
What's up with his eye makeup? He's a white actor. I looked it up.
That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a
What
lot.
exactly? Was it purely just like dark makeup to make it
Covering receivers, tackling isn't everyone.
I think it might have been, but
Yeah,
they
he works for the organization, so you know,
Made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You're still going to favor this. It's
Goff now looks to
crazy.
throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him, man. It would have been the first sack of the game instead. They were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Yeah. That's, are you like Jay Leno that you don't even spend the state money? You're just living off digital?
And you live on Jay Leno's
Got to get to the 26 for a first.
Which
This
was
is third
super
down.
nice of him and totally unexpected because I didn't even know the guy. And when I saw him call, he's a guy wanted to come be in.
Jay Leno, at this point,
Oh my fucking god!
He's holding another first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there to pick up a 14 yards.
I remember I hated George Lucas because of the prequels, and then when he sold Star Wars for $1 billion, and then gave it all away to education. I was like, dude, I'm not mad at you. You rule. If he just gave away his money to all of us, how much would we love Jay Leno?
A lot more. He's here. Jay, if you're out there, just give
I know you're listening.
We know you're listening.
Please subscribe to the
Henderson.
station.
This will be a
Now,
5-yard
I've got to
pickup
ask
as
you,
they move it
do you
from the
remember
20
when
to
you
the
were watching this
15.
fight, when you're like, oh, I was
That's a
the
strong
graphics
pickup
of
right
guys,
there on
I was
first
there.
down, and as this drive goes on,
No,
we're
I mean,
seeing
I
an
saw the
offensive
show,
line
but I
and running
remember because of
game
that.
imposing
Okay, so
its
there
will.
weren't like cameras around when you were there. Yeah, okay.
I wasn't starstruck like that. I wasn't.
Really?
I was
After the
all
pickup
over
of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Okay, so had you ever been on a film set or anything at this point in your life?
No.
So you weren't like me being an extra at Matlock when I was 16.
Now let's go.
I did that
the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, so you weren't starstruck at this point. A film set would have been like, oh, look.
That'd be nice. Guys, I'm SAG eligible, so
I will be Taft Hartley at some point.
Okay, so I found this Shredder song. Let's just play a little bit of it just so we can get a sense that this is coming back.
Oh my fucking...
He gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This spot.
By the way, earlier he said, I never liked rap music, but I do love stopping it.
Now he's essentially rap.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Music. Well, you know what? This whole thing makes me hate music. I'm going to say.
Man, when Splinter started singing, I just started laughing. You have his song, Skipping Stones. Skipping Stones. Fuck. Okay, first of all, Splinter comes out, and he's cautioning the Turtles that music is better than fighting, all the stuff that Splinter wouldn't say, of course. But then he starts singing a ballad, Skipping Stones. It is funny.
So strange. I couldn't believe it. Now, Michael, were these songs that they had already had that they like?
Do you know anything? They just improv that night at Radio City,
and then they wrote the musical around the improv.
And then they stuck with it because they had already done
Not
the
like
pay-per-view.
MST 3000.
I would have said there were so many ballads in this. They were like, there was a full like 2 acapella songs.
I got April
2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd.
Thing that I noticed, okay, so
I think the
this was the
possibility
first
exists,
time that
and
they
if you're
started
doing it, you're
cutting
probably going
to
play action
footage
since
that
you're
they'd
running
already
twice.
shot. So they're cutting
I
to
often
footage
think
of
that
Splinter
second
like
down is the
wandering
time
around
you
the
go play
river
action,
and
throw the
throwing
ball.
stones.
I say commit
Skipping
to the
stones,
run
but then
and think about it being 4
there are
down
shots
territory.
of cops and poor people.
I couldn't believe that.
It's so prescient.
You've never heard of
He will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
No, stop. I gotta say, the thing I thought about Splinter was that thing was scary as hell. Like, if I was a kid, I'd be freaked out.
Go for it on
Yeah.
4th
How
and
many
goal.
times, Michael, how many times did you walk into a room and just kids burst into tears?
I don't recall that ever happening.
They go ahead and
I
snap it.
When I was 10, Darth Vader was appearing at a local place. I can't remember, like, convention center or whatever, and I begged them to go. And I got there, and I stood in line, and the minute I saw him, I burst into tears because I was so afraid.
Well, Vader's very scary. That's a bad one, too.
And then I have a signed autographed picture of him. It's just he inscribed Darth Vader.
And there's a tear that, like...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The defense did its job.
I know, but I don't know whether it was just me being frightened of what he would do to me.
Set things up to start
It's a frightening
You just
situation.
haven't seen Return of the Jedi.
Get it back for our
Didn't know he
offense.
was
We
good.
can
Yeah, I haven't seen the prequels
And
yet.
it played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they want them to do in the half, which
This
is
thing was
find
bad.
those
The
weaknesses
music I thought
and
was
now
pretty
attack
bad.
them and
By the way, they
score
say
some points.
suicide
this
so many
time.
times.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Is trying to tamp down the violence. It's very weird.
It is upsetting.
Oh my god, dude.
There's a number of scene
Unable to hang on. And that'll make it 3rd down.
about
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to
I
RPOs.
believe they're
Sometimes
tubing.
you can be a little too quick.
and
Thus,
they keep saying
inaccurate,
we're gonna go
incomplete.
suicide, meaning that
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like suicide.
it's an uncomfortable punt. It's a very uncomfortable
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They have a song called Walk Straight.
I I picked up on that too.
No, so B straight. Yeah, usually parents, they say like B straight, B straight. But then they just say B straight. Now that's just the
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is in there.
Like hanging out with other,
guys. You have to wear the costume, you just come in and out. Maybe those guys that were tied up next to April, those guys had the best spot. They had like one line, they just go to cheese at the kids the whole time.
There probably was an understudy that you traveled around like with the actual cast or
there were times when we would see them, and I remember them being very nice guys.
When they called
What about April? I'm fascinated by her because when she sang, I was fascinated because what was she after a fashion? And she's a purchase. No, but I will say this. We watched her. This is the same April from
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
How they wanted to fucking
which was very fun. What I will say is, it seems like she has a lot of work to do as one of the old like unmasked.
We were able to be in position
And
to
then when she
score.
sings April that, I was like,
Continue to have that kind
she's
of
got a
confidence,
nice little
not
voice.
worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I remember the Baxter guy a little bit. He was just this tiny little guy. Very nice.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Theater people.
Theater, Broadway people.
Was there a differentiation between you guys because of the roles that you had or because you were sketching?
They run again with Peterson.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Because you were really ahead of them.
Yeah, we didn't really cleave into our differences as much as maybe we should have to really figure out why fissures going.
You didn't go to like couples therapy with
No. Well, I think Ben and I both kind of looked up to them in a way because they were, they were main stage champions.
That was when I was a character in Q-Land. We were not the three. There was a vast dichotomy. We both auditioned at the same time, and then you were told if you were not hired or if you were character or parade, the great people looked down on the character.
Off it goes.
Yeah. They were very generous with us. Nobody made fun of us for being secondary turtles. They were very kind.
At the 25.
But we just didn't spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah, I noticed at one point one of the dancers who was playing a shark got their shark tail caught in the trap door when they came up, and then had to like yank it free. By the way, I just wanted to say that because I get a check anytime anyone says shark tail.
Oh yeah, you
get residuals.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go around, they really couldn't get anything
Shark tail,
going.
shark tail.
They had to put them deep inside their own territory.
Now, one thing I wanted to sort of talk about was this was longer than most of the movies. I feel like this was so freaking long. And there's a part, it's interminable. And there's a part where Shredder's just out there yelling at kids, riffing for like 15 seconds.
And by the way, one of the reviewers cut it back within a score. It was like, this is so funny. There's a part where
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive?
You know, by the way, that works. If he goes, yeah, it's my sister. Well, what, you couldn't get a date? Work there, but that cousin. Oh, your cousin couldn't get a date. You were, I would love it if there was a stop on the chart where someone said, no, this is my date. And he just tried to be like,
well, Shredder's going to eat shit right now.
Golf will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It seemed like they made it longer for the pay-per-view element of it because there was a whole section in the middle where the reporter guy
Goff now looking to throw.
He's going to
drop this off to his fullback.
I think
it was a huge part of it.
First down play.
That was made exclusively for pay-per-view, if I had to guess, which then makes me wonder what all those kids were doing in that 10-minute stretch where you're just watching a video.
I think there might have been an intermission because he was like kind of he was like in the part of the like theater where they were buying drinks.
Maybe is how they covered the intermission.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it was.
Wow, interesting. No wonder he was trying to extend all of his business.
Yeah, he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
Is that a shot?
diagnosed with that little touch pass. They saw it coming.
Okay, so the show we're working on, I thought this was interesting to look at, Scott, because the show we're working on, it's got a lot of these elements. We're now doing a band, and I think it's interesting. I know you couldn't
3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Weapons the Turtles have, but do you know what instruments they play?
I don't know who was who on stage. I can't even remember the name. I know there's Donatello. There's
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
So D drums. So Donatello does machines.
First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type
Leonardo
of
was
throw.
on lead base. I mean, who is
I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal.
Leonardo leads lead base.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
And then you have Raphael who's on lead
Trying to get it to Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield.
I don't even
But
know
he
what
made
it
his
is. He
decision,
was on
and that one's
keyboards.
incomplete.
Keyboards. Okay, good. Michelangelo is either got
2nd and 10. Goff again.
Michelangelo,
Pressure, and down he
but he also had an
goes.
extended rap
Dean
sequence,
Lowry
which I thought was pretty
able to
cool.
run him
Yeah,
down for a
he's
loss
so
of
lazy.
12 that time.
They said
The
stuff
beauty
like
of screen
at one
passes
point they
is they
said
take a
hang
little
in
time to
hollow,
develop, and they can
boys,
often hit
which
big.
I don't
But sometimes
think is
they
a
take
term.
too
I
long
looked
to
it up and I
develop,
could
and
not
sometimes
find
I
they
don't
get
think
sacked.
it is.
Yeah, what's
And they also say
perfectly
happen
called
in
for a
on that
defense to
play.
attack a
What
screen?
is happening?
Typically a
Is that
blitz,
something
and
that
even
made
though
you say,
people
Michael?
think that the
We
screen
didn't,
operates against the
to my
blitz,
memory, we
if you
never
have the
said
blitz
happen
called
in.
and you still cover the screen,
But
that
if there
allows
was
the
video
blitzers to get there.
contradicting that,
Yeah, I can't swear.
you're not under
He's going to air one
We
out.
did do readings of the
Incomplete.
70s
And
sitcom,
that's one of
What's
those
Happening?
plays where it's hard to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
two eyes on the
as the
football when you know the
Turtles. I think
contact's
that's the
coming,
confusion.
let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body,
follow up
and
on Scott,
absorbing
because
the
that
hit,
re-rise,
even for those
We've
big
got this
tight
Falcon
ends
lead,
who
which
you
is
would
gonna be
think could absorb that contact.
working on that.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
This is
So
2 weeks ago.
possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
But I like that reboot as well. So so you're not a big fan of the Turtles, Michael, but if we're working on this project, what would you want to add to it? What are some road stories that we could maybe incorporate into our chapel?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead
Trying to sell
here
tickets, I
late.
think, for the San Diego show.
That's right, left side, the time to drive is complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on
So many
first.
people showed up
One
to
thing
see
to
the
hoping for when you run drag
that
routes,
they had
you're
to,
able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage
into the ice
after the
cream shop. They
catch.
had to
But in
close
this
the ice cream
situation,
shop.
the defense was effective,
It
able
felt
to
like
stop him before
thousands
you
of
get a good
people
head of steam
there.
going.
We had to go
4
up
receivers now, 3 to
of
the
the ice
right,
cream
1 to
shop
the
to
left.
perform.
2nd down and 4.
So you're like the Beatles.
This is incredible. That must have been a cool feeling.
It was. I never felt
Quickly here,
or
that's
since
complete.
so
And
famous.
he's able to take this one up to the
While
35-yard
simultaneously
line.
feeling totally
7
obscure.
yards there and a
Was it
first
weird for
down.
you to have all of these feelings and the trappings of fame, but no one is there because of anything you actually did?
Well, there were very few trappings of fame, I have to admit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come
There
up
were the
on
free
1st
pizza
and 10.
pizzas.
That's pretty good.
And I think that's the only
Now
one.
But I
Rodgers.
guess you know what I mean. How it makes you feel good as a performer.
It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Accolades.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So after that, was there like a night in Tijuana where you and Ben were just like, yo, let's get fucked up? You know, what do we do?
There was a barbecue that one of the
So from
promoters,
Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10
threw at
at the
his Tijuana
45-yard
mansion,
line.
and it felt like it
Now a
was pretty
first down carry by Jones.
This is pretty
He's got this down to the 35. You're on the road. Again. That's now 31
And
yards
I've
combined
read
on those
some of
last
the
two
books about
plays.
State, and I think
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Because that's how Ben has always seemed to be.
We didn't. Well, first of all, we were
now
underage,
Jones.
so there was we couldn't get into our team.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And I didn't drink anyway.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the speed is a hallmark of today's NFL game, but to keep a good rushing defense, you still have your linebackers.
It wasn't your crossing state lines as well. Yeah.
And also, there wasn't like a great scene with girls because it was a bunch of children and
there were no like mothers being like, hey,
if the future State Tours, you guys would roll into town and then do a show.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Some of you would show up at college bars. And everyone would go like, hang out with us, come back to our dorms.
Yes, a few years later we would do that, and we had a lot of late nights at some dude's apartment at 3 a.m. listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God.
It's just their first, so they down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Right?
Okay.
And it's like a crazy day, and they're like, wow, I'm feeling famous. So they're like, we should party tonight.
2nd and 9.
So one of them goes off with this guy, which is Red Chili Peppers. But Michelangelo's like, hey, I'm going to go meet up with this mom that I met over at the ice cream shop.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, Michelangelo, he's going to go off with it, and then she loves sports. She loves sports. And
She's the kind of girl who would allow you to watch sports on a Sunday.
She kind of want to watch the game as well, Scott.
Yeah, sure.
And here's what I think. They get back to her house, and she's like, my kids are just sleepover week.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to
And then
Jones.
what Michelangelo
And
says, he
down
says,
inside the
no,
15,
You know
shy
what?
of the
You know what my
10.
favorite kind of peyote is?
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the product of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching Philip Cal, who run 7-on-7 drills, angry if the ball doesn't hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Ryan able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5
Shredder has found a way to access his actual.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the
and
bill.
he's like a dream warrior. He's going into Michelangelo's
Yes.
But then when Michelangelo does peyote, he can fight it. Oh, this is good, Scott.
This is good stuff. Thank you, Michael. I hope you will appreciate a special thanks.
Would you be in a Ninja Turtles project, Mike? If they were like, we're doing a fun Ninja Turtles, it's pretty funny.
Second down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1 yard line.
What if they call it the Marm of Smar?
They'll go again to Jones. And take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
I think
Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers get back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I think it's fascinating to travel the country as a Turtle. Still while hating them. And I'm going to say, Mike.
So we will start here at the 25.
Just like start watching it, you know? And also subscribe to my Patreon. Maybe like some things. And then you like the Turtles. And then you like the Ninja Turtles.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll have a first down past the 40 to get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And see the smiles on the kids' faces in hospitals and the ice cream.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I mean, yeah. He's probably like 29-year-old, but no, he's not right now. So, like, you know what? Here's the thing. You can
from the gun, here's gone.
It is an asking sense, the very definition. Get out of the house and get away from my wife that I've been cooped up with for 7 months. Yeah, hell, you know, it's good. We have been talking about this.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before.
This time, yes, all line venues have closed down.
And he comes through with yet another big play.
Michael, would you do like one of those
so hard in the offseason so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays?
He is in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be second down.
That one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does no good.
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up second and 10.
So he's still with us.
He's not with us. Now, okay, I do want to end this podcast here, but before we do, Michael, I have to ask. I have a very important question here, Michael. I need you to rank the Star Wars
down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And the Mandalorian in order. If you've seen
and the Christmas special,
throw it
in your order of preference, not in order that they came out.
Okay. Having not seen a lot of it,
okay.
My favorite is Empire.
Okay, that's a good
1-800
Empire.
Followed by.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Followed
and
by.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
One.
Return of the Jedi, is it?
Okay, sure. Followed by.
Throwing on third. Gone.
The one from the
God.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Followed by another one of the movies.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
But it's certainly one of the movies.
Right. Followed by another one of the movies. Followed by
the red zone
special. Followed by the last.
And that's caught left side. It's Williams. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I appreciate you taking a
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready.
Michael,
It's
thank you
first
so
and
much
goal.
for doing this today and talking.
They'll run
I
here
don't know
with
if this was like
Henderson.
back to the time.
Thanks
for bringing it up. Fascinating. I just
Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, thank you so much for going into so much detail about it. That's what this show is about. I don't know if you've ever talked about it at this length before. I don't know whether your wife and family have even know any of these details, but I think there's a secret from them.
So that extra point doesn't help much. They try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal,
thank you
and
so
they
much for
can
doing
lead
the
it by
podcast.
3.
And Scott, I guess, I don't want to watch this Michael Bay thing.
They'll let Peterson try and run it in.
Good, so
He'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up 30-3.
Thanksgiving special.
We might have to do a Thanksgiving special. We'll figure out what that is.
We'll figure it out. So don't watch the Michael Bay second movie like yet.
We'll announce this.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will
Michael,
send
thank you
this
so much
one
for doing
away.
this. It's always great to see you. You've always been a wonderful supporter of the television show.
Bounce out of the back of the end zone.
With the
So
late
we will
Reggie
start
Watson, I say that
here
because
at the
he was
25.
you had to come to Connecticut. So I appreciate you doing this as well.
My pleasure.
All right, Michael. Well, can you give me a cowabunga as Raphael so we can get
please.
That was pretty good.
Not bad.
Surf's up,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where Your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Back to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First down.
Rodgers. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Second and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Henderson will try and run for the first. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Rodgers now on first down. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
First down. It's Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 4 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Packers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A.,